This is the Chatter Squadron Weekly News Roundup, the best source for Star Wars news in the galaxy. Chewie, get the holonet up and running again. We don't want to miss the show.
Burger meat. Straight off the burger.
Straight off the burger tree.
I'll have a burger flank.
That's right.
Hey, welcome to the weekly news roundup of Chatter Squadron. I am Mike Calhoun. I'm joined by Tyler Bucks and my good friend Johnny Trowbridge. Tyler's not my friend. That's what I was implying by the intro.
Right. We're still your weekly dose of Star Wars fun and positivity, even though there's some negativity between the both of us.
Yeah, there's just more. We're a little closer to each other.
I'm his good friend. You're his evil friend.
We just feel like it's.
It is true.
It's like on the angel's on the shoulder.
I'm on the dark side. You're on the light side. So I am the evil friend. What news are we talking about today?
We've got so much news.
Too much.
Yeah. So there's some small things that we can talk about, like Elon Musk paying a visit to the set of The Mandalorian.
Everybody's going to the set of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, why not? I mean, well, I feel like Elon Musk just shows up places and assumes he can be there.
He's in control.
Yeah. It's okay. Everything's under control. I'm the smartest person here.
Elon, this is CERN.
Elon,
He just drops in the middle of the UN.
Elon, this is a medical waste department. You need a mask on. It's fine. We're clear.
I've become
Elon
immune.
Musk.
Yeah. New books were announced, including stuff that has to do with Galaxy's Edge. Something I did over the week is I watched Solo again. And L3 mentions to Lando about Black Spire. Which Black Spire is where Galaxy's Edge takes place.
Well, it's also if you because you are on the waiting list. It's also where most of the first third of the Thrawn Alliance's book takes place.
Look at that.
Black Spire. Because I was reading the book and I kept saying Black Spire. This is where I'm envisioning it in my head. And then we go to the Galaxy's Edge news from week to week, and it says. The new look of what Black Spire will be like. And I'm like, wait a minute, hang on. I get to go to the place that they're describing in this book. I won't give away anything because it's an excellent book. There's a lot of cool characters, but holy crap, I'm excited.
Speaking of being excited about characters, people coming to Star Wars Celebration.
New people. There's been new.
Brand new, just born.
Obviously, it's still going to be hosted by Warwick Davis, but they just announced some new celebs that are going to drop in.
One of them is, young Boba Fett.
I was going to say, one of them is just Yep.
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 Young Boba Fett.
Young Boba
The one that
Fett.
played in Attack of the Clones?
In Attack of the Clones.
See, I thought it was going to be the voice actor for the Clone Wars, so thank you for that. I'm
No,
excited.
it's, the little
I see
picture
him.
is him
I
as
see
a
him.
young lad.
Oh, man.
Speaking of Star Wars Celebration, we have news on everything craziness going on there in terms of ticket sales and whatnot. That's a good one.
Oh,
The next one is kind of,
It's going to be interesting hearing, getting the reaction from the internet, because this is new news, but George Lucas, in an interview, not with George, but with someone that was aware of his opinions on the EU in particular, shares a story in an interesting interview with the Resistance Broadcast, another podcast that we know of.
the Resistance Broadcast Podcast.
Exactly, that's that.
Oh, broadcast podcast.
This week in Star Wars history, brought to you by Battlefront on Star Wars. I was talking to them, the guys from the Battlefront on Facebook, and they very much enjoyed that we called them McBattlefront.
Battlefront.
We'll keep
it up.
And then some droids have finished filming in episode 9, and we'll talk about the wise words one of them said, and probably if the other one could speak, would have said about their time on
He just
set.
beeped and rumbled and rolled around.
Who could it be?
Like me.
That's true. You do beep and rumble and roll around. Great. Elon Musk.
Great.
Elon Musk
Perfect.
came
Tell
to the set of The Mandalorian.
I honestly still know nothing about this news story, so you're going to have to clue me in on it.
It's literally just Jon Favreau posting pictures of The Mandalorian set again, one of which is R5-D4. He took a picture of a droid, which known in Legends as Skippy, the Force sentient being who sacrificed itself so
R2 would be picked.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's just a red astromech that looks a lot like it. They didn't say confirmed this is him, but
did he ask to send the whole set into space on one of his rockets?
yes, this is the first show to ever be shot on a rocket going to space.
Whoa.
Yeah, Elon Musk then was in a couple pictures, one with Favreau, and then the other one was him with a giant gun.
I saw that, and I thought
the
at first
Star
it was
Wars
one
gun,
of his flamethrowers, but no, it was a huge double-barreled gun. It
You
was
know,
pretty rad.
maybe he donated a flamethrower to the
Mandalorian. He
So,
might have.
There's not really much of a story there. It's just a weird thing. There's just weird. It's weird.
It is. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do with their social media strategy.
I don't think it's a strategy.
It's-
I think Jon Favreau is just too big of a person
Yeah.
for them to say, hey, don't do that. And him being like, what was that? I'm sorry, I'm a billionaire.
Here we go. Picture of R5, or R4.
Yeah.
There we go. Picture of Elon Musk, my friend.
Here's a
You can't
selfie
see
with
me.
me, and the final scene
Do you really
is
think
of the
Jon
whole
Favreau's a
whole
billionaire?
season is being filmed right behind me. Hi guys, it's me, Jon Favreau. That's the end of the series.
Oh, did I ruin that really good take? Oops. Oh, still going.
He's like walking through the set while they're trying to film.
It's me, Jon Favreau, going through the set.
He's probably made. He probably doesn't have $1 billion, but he's probably made $1 billion.
You think? I mean, he's written and directed a lot of things.
Yeah, and also The Mandalorian, and he's good friends with Elon Musk. He throws out $1 million, $1 million bills.
Okay.
Bills, you
Yes,
say.
bills.
At the strip club.
At the
What was that?
At the Toilet Club.
Yes.
the Toilet Club.
Do you want to talk about these new books being announced?
Yes, I do. Actually, here's something that's interesting. This was announced just a few days ago, but it came from StarWars.com. They were collaborating with this lead up with the authors, mostly on Twitter. I saw a lot of it, and there's a lot of previous Star Wars authors going, "Hey, I know stuff," and they were posting pictures of Galaxy's Edge. Anyway, turns out they've revealed 4 new books, and they'll all tease us about Galaxy's Edge and Planet Batuu before we can actually go to the parks.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is Marvel Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's going to be a mini-series written by Ethan Sachs. So it's going to be a series of comic books.
I wonder if that will tie into Galaxy's Edge, the one in Disney.
Yeah, that one.
If Marvel Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, do you think that has something to do with the park they're opening?
You know what? I think it might.
It might,
because that's just my instinct when they name things.
You have
the
a good
same.
instinct, usually.
Thank you. I appreciate
you have
that.
a good instinct.
I invest a lot in my instincts.
Your 8 instincts are really good.
I'm working on 9. All
Good.
right. So the next
Good for
one
you.
is Black Spire, which was written by Dawson, excuse me. It's coming out September 3rd. Excuse me, I forgot to say that the comic book series is coming out April 24th. You guys can get that. And you can see an interview with the writer, Ethan Sachs, on StarWars.com.
Look at that.
But the other one's just going to be a novel, and it's going to be Black Spire. It's about Leia, who sends her quote-unquote top spy to Black Spire.
I see.
Spy? It's going to be a prequel to what story takes place at the park.
Oh.
So it'll be how the present situation is set up by this book.
That's beautiful.
So that's kind of like, them teasing, hey, you get to be a part of the narrative now.
I was hoping you weren't going to say she sent her top spy to Black Spire to get an ingredient for cake.
No.
That wouldn't make
that
any
would
sense.
be. I would never do that. That's a droid's job.
Yeah, of
to
course,
take care
of
those
course.
things. A small little detail is that it's been confirmed by the author that the spy in question in the little blurb is going to be Vi Marathi, a human character that has a Bond-like charisma, according to her profile in the Women of Star Wars book.
My name is Vi Marathi. It almost sounds like
could work.
Maserati.
Yeah, he drives
Maserati.
a Maserati.
Her name is Maz
It's a she, actually.
Marathi.
But she could
A Jane
drive
Jane
a
Bond.
Maserati. Jane Bond.
Name's Jane.
Do you think we'll ever get a Jane Bond?
Oh yeah,
I think it'll be like in the next 5 years.
especially since people think James Bond isn't actually his name; it's
Yeah,
his
it's just
code name.
Yeah.
That goes with 007. That's why they're all different actors.
Right.
I
thought
like
was,
that.
I thought that was just assumed.
Well, that's not assumed.
Oh, okay.
But well, the thing too is a lot of like M, right?
yes, M,
And then the dude who like
Q.
yeah, they're all aren't they all have been the same
Yes.
actor and actress?
Oh.
So the idea that they're switching actors and all that for James Bond, but these people stay the same.
Oh no,
Mm.
Q's changed.
Q's
And
changed.
and
Well, then it's
but
just another one
Q
of those.
stands for quartermaster.
It's just another one of those things. You just get the name.
Yeah,
Right. That's
Yeah.
that's what I was assuming as well because M has
stands
been
for
replaced.
manager.
Stands for manager.
I think it's just no. I think it was just supposed to be Madam at first, and then or Mister, and it was just like
yeah.
the code instead of Sir, so it's Mister and Madam. Anyway, we're getting off topic, but yeah, I think we'll that'll be interesting. Next one is A Crash of Fate. It's going to be written by Zoraida Cordova. It'll be available in August, and it'll be a young adult novel. I'm not going to read the entire intro, but it's followed by Star Wars Myths and Fables, one that I'm particularly interested, guys, because it's written by George Mann. I don't know him, but it's accompanied by illustrations by Grant Giffen, and it's a novel that really explores like the little like it's kind of like a Legends thing, but it's kind of trying to tie in things with canon. So it's going to be. I'll read the little blurb here. In this middle grade novel, hear the thrilling space tales, fables, and myths that are told in a galaxy far, far away. The book features 2 stories that take place on the remote outer rim world of Batuu, again, linking it to Galaxy's Edge, plus many other untold tales from the edge of the galaxy, lushly illustrated in a style that pays homage to real-world children's classics. I think that'll be...
I would love to see some Dr. Seuss-esque.
I think it would be
stories.
cool. It looks kind of like illustrated like fantastical dragons kind of book. So
Well,
it looks
yeah.
very childlike.
I think that is a good way for them to probably sell this at the park. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure,
Have
yeah.
this book with a lot of cool pictures, and it ties in with Batuu, what you're on right now, and all that, and kind of get people, especially kids, excited to either go there when they have read this thing or buy it and be like, oh, I want to look at these pictures all the time. That's how I was.
I
as a
immediately
kid.
thought of my nephew because it's perfect, having.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I as a kid, I would really love books that had pictures. But I would just have them just to look at them.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
look at
sure,
'em
sure.
just all the time. Just-
Absolutely.
especially dragons. Actually, now that you mentioned it, dragons. were
Dragon
the-
books were the best, right?
Yeah.
Well, that and Star Wars books, because especially a book about ships.
Yeah, I had
That was a good old book.
I had the all the visual dictionaries.
Oh,
I still have some of them.
La-di-da.
Well, la-di-da.
All right, new guests are coming to Star Wars Celebration. We have so these are people that are going to be at the event in some way, shape, or form. We have Ashley Eckstein, which is Ahsoka Tano. Daniel Logan, who is Boba Fett. Jet Lucas, who is Zet Jocasa from Revenge of the Sith.
I love Zed Jukasa.
Yeah.
He dies.
Is that why you like him?
No,
No.
I like him because he defends Bail Organa.
He does.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's the
That is
one
pretty
who's
cool.
like,
Let me see him.
it's it's your time.
Oh, yeah.
I only remember
yeah.
that because I made a quiz and you guys got it wrong because you didn't know who it was, and you were like, "Yeah, everyone should know who that is."
Well, it's a shame.
It is.
I forgot him again.
Now you'll meet him in person.
Ken Long, who played, oh boy, give me a second, Admiral Satura from The Force Awakens. Wasn't he in Lost?
Sure.
Ooh, he may have been.
Okay.
He's sure.
Cool.
What's his name?
Ken Long,
Ken Long. Let's look him up.
Leung.
Okay.
And John Ratzenberger, who was in The Empire Strikes Back, but mostly known for Cheers. He's going to be there. And then Katie Cartwheel. Are you serious?
Katie Cartwheel. That's
That's her name?
That's one heck
Wow.
of a name.
Katie Cartwheel, who played Rio Durant from Solo, the monkey guy with all the arms. I'm guessing she was just because we know Jon Favreau did the voice, but I'm guessing she was the visual effects person in place. But yeah, John Ratzenberger is going to be there.
I love that John
Wasn't he
Ratzenberger's gonna
Norm?
be- Oh, yeah. No, he wasn't Norm. No.
No.
He wasn't Norm, but he's been in all of the Toy Story films, or all of the the Pixar films
Mhm.
as some guest voice each time. It's
Oh,
great.
is that the guy who talked kind of like this?
Kind of
Yeah.
He's Pig,
Yeah.
or Ham rather.
He's the abominable snowman in Monsters.
Yes.
Hey, who wants snow cones? Yeah.
I got snow cones.
Yeah.
That guy. He also plays Mac in Cars.
In Cars, yeah.
He's
The Mack
in all
truck.
He's awesome, John Ratzenberger. But yes, he was in Cheers.
And he'll be at Star Wars Celebration as well as we.
We will also be there.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yes.
obviously.
We're on that list.
Yeah, we're on the. You have to go down and down and down and down. And then
Keep
you
We're
see
in the
us.
top 10, though.
Yeah, but no, we will be there.
Bottom of the top 10.
We have a lot of things that we're planning on doing. Talking with a lot of our friends, especially connected through the Star Wars Hub, doing some interviews, doing some sketches, and if you want to come up and meet us, feel free. We'll try and post up as to where we're going to be, and of course, we're still going to be live streaming on the Star Wars Hub. So if you're on the Star Wars Hub and like watching what we're doing, you could probably locate us.
Geocache.
Yeah,
Geocache.
we're a geocache. If you find us, we give you $300.
We give you no what?
Yeah,
You've
Don't say that.
clearly never geocached.
Johnny.
What is it? You like leave garbage for people to find?
More or
That's-
less.
Oh,
No,
God.
you find a buckets and then they usually have different little
Hey, come
trinkets.
get my
It's not
bucket.
always a yeah.
And you take one and leave it.
Come find our buckets, guys,
Wow.
at Star Wars Celebration.
Usually buckets.
But if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you are out of luck except for Monday. Everything is sold except for single day tickets for Monday. But Chicago hotels remain reasonably priced, which is
And let me tell you a little bit about what I found out.
go for it.
So I looked up to see how much hotels were for that entire week, that stretch of Star Wars Celebration, and surprisingly, there's a lot of results. Like, even though this is going on, you could still get a hotel for that entire stretch. Here we go. So I searched between April 11th and 15th, and I searched for anything that's priced between $46 a night and $215 a night. And there were 206 results for 4 guests, 214 results for 3 guests, and 262 results for 2 guests. So there's still plenty of places to stay. And I'm actually really, really surprised. I thought there was going to be just the whole city kind of shut down for this.
Right.
But no, I guess not. They can handle it.
They're like,
Chicago's a big place.
Yeah, they're like, we handle this all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
my guess, honestly, is that it might have been more expensive months and
Oh,
months and months
maybe,
ago when people were all trying to book a bunch of their spots. And now that that has died down, they probably have, hotels probably have people looking into how many tickets do they have left for this event thing? Oh, they only have Monday left? Okay. Let's bring back down the prices because now we're getting just business people coming in at some point or, whatever it might be.
Well, if you have bought your tickets for Star Wars Celebration and you were waiting for this moment to get your hotel, now might be the perfect time.
Right. Do it right now. Right now. Quick. Whatever you're doing, stop. So this is an interesting thing that came out over the week, which was George Lucas hated Mara Jade. In an interview with J.W. Reinsler, done by fellow podcasters, the Resistance Broadcast Podcast, which we brought up.
Podcast.
The Lucasfilm archivist stated that George Lucas couldn't stand Mara Jade, that he thought she looked like she was a model that stepped out of a Cosmopolitan magazine and wasn't at all Star Wars.
Wow.
And then he got to tell George when the authors were planning on killing her off. And he said he didn't react, but he was pretty clearly pleased. And I don't know what that means. Like, if he didn't react at all, how do you know he was pleased? He probably just didn't
probably went,
care.
All right.
I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah, if I'm being honest too, she never really felt very Star Warsy to me.
No, I agree. Whenever people would bring up Mara Jade, I'd be like, oh yeah, her and the Yuzan Vong. I put them in the same basket.
I don't know. I played the Jedi Knight games and it was pretty good, but
What made it so good?
she was a
No,
bunch
give
of
me
polygons.
That was a very
She was a bunch of.
you gave a great
So-
argument for that there, Johnny. I played the game.
Give me your best
So-
defense of why we should appreciate Mara Jade more.
You have
I-
3.2 seconds.
I literally have no defense besides I played a game that had her in it and it was a good game.
right.
There,
I-
end of defense.
Okay, cool.
When
That wasn't very strong.
but for
counterplay.
someone like
Approach the bench.
Okay, thank you.
for someone like me, just seeing the character, just the only thing I know from her is just from seeing her. Is just
Yeah,
sort of like-
exactly. I just know that she has red hair.
Yep.
That's
and
it.
goggles and
the
a
most
scarf.
red hair of all.
She looks like Carmen Sandiego. That's what. No, but Carmen Sandiego had black hair.
Yeah, I was like, what? Are you okay?
Where in the
Fine,
world is your
fine.
head?
Yeah, I know. That's
Where
the real
in
question.
the world is Mike Calhoun's head? This week
in
in
the
Star
clouds.
Wars history. January 29th, 2008, Lucasfilm unveils new character Ahsoka Tano in anticipation of products being released at the forthcoming toy industry shows. It could kind of be considered Ahsoka's birthday. It's January 29th.
I'm surprised by this because I saw a lot of people post about it's her 10th anniversary. Was I wrong in that it's the 11th anniversary?
Who knows?
Well, either way, congratulations
There's
and happy
no
birthday.
way to
One-
know.
There's literally no way to know.
One could say that it's her birthday, so happy birthday. But it's more like an anniversary. I prefer that.
Yeah. January 31st, 1997. Fan Albin Johnson wears full Stormtrooper armor to the premiere for the special edition release of A New Hope when they did that in a theatrical release. The reaction he receives sparks his interest in gathering armored fans to form a costume group known as the 501st Legion, which is
Wow. That's special.
it seemed I felt like they've been all around forever.
Right.
But what is that? That's 20 years. So
That is a long time.
yeah,
That's
22.
a long time.
Good on them because it's huge. The 501st is massive.
Right.
And I've talked to people from them there. I've met people from them. They're very serious and very like a lot of it is screen accurate, like
Wow.
like to the last detail and all that type of stuff. And then they do a lot of charity. And
Yeah, I knew that they did a lot of charity work, and that
Right.
was like the primary source of their activities.
my wife put on an event for her work, which she works with individuals with disabilities, and she put on a big event for them. Thousands of people came out, all this stuff, and reached out to 501st. They came out, like 7 of them,
Wow.
just went around, took pictures with people. They were there for like 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
didn't accept any payment, didn't accept anything. They just wanted to come and support. So big props to them. They're
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
And then, as we mentioned earlier, February 3rd, 1970, Warwick Davis is born. Warwick, I love that man.
Host of your Star Wars celebration, bro.
Can't wait. I
It's
can't
gonna
wait.
be so fun.
I hope
He's gonna be like just a mega master of ceremonies.
he's done it before
Cool.
in terms of being an MC, and he's great.
Yeah, he is
Good.
great.
He is great, guys.
I'm excited.
All right. And then our final story for the week is that C3-PO and BB-8 wrap filming in episode 9. We're drawing closer and closer to episode 9.
It's almost done.
Aren't you happy?
I am, but it's also sad. We're coming to the close of this, and it's making me nervous a
Right.
little bit.
It's the as they're touting it, the end of the Skywalker story.
Yeah,
Right. So
we gotta hope it ends on a good note.
There's a lot of pressure on him.
a lot of these characters, and especially we'll hear from Anthony Daniels in a second here, are kind of speaking about it. Like once they wrap filming, it's kind of they're done. Someone like C3PO could appear again,
Sure,
but at the end of the day, this is kind of it's over for a lot of this type of
Right.
stuff.
It could be John Boyega's end in Star Wars. In Star Wars, like he has since been very smart with his career. He's gone into worked for different studios and taken other types of jobs. He's a very good actor, serious actor. So he's not going to be short for roles. But if we see his end in Star Wars, it'll be sad. It'll be a sad thing.
Adam Driver. We were talking about that. Adam Driver takes after his on-screen dad a lot by being very almost deadpan about Star Wars.
Oh,
have you watched
interviews
interviews with him where they like bring up Kylo Ren and stuff? He's like, yeah, in that movie, and I was Kylo Ren. Anyway, I'm promoting a different movie right now. It's just how
He's so smooth.
Just how
That's brilliant.
Harrison Ford.
I was in Star Wars.
Now I build planes. Can we talk about that?
Yeah. You don't get to tell me.
Anthony Daniels on Twitter said today was C3PO's last on episode 9. He's sad, and so am I. But we're so proud to have worked with such a lovely, talented cast and crew led by JJ and Kathy. I'll miss everyone, but I'm glad to know that we've been making something exceptional together to share with the waiting world. So very well spoken, of course.
Oh, sure,
and you know, I didn't know that C3PO was another like conscience in his brain.
It is, yeah.
I mean, you're the one that said it first that they're basically the same person. He's just a really posh Englishman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when
he just fit right into that suit perfectly.
You're right. He was fine. He's like, finally, I'm bathed in gold. Like I'm supposed to.
I've always expected that I would be.
He's like, what is this? My suit? You didn't have to tell me. Of course, it's fine. Gold suit.
Yeah.
He probably wears it
to parties.
Yeah.
I would. Are you kidding me? I'd have my own custom, like it'd be like the Bat Cave in the basement. I'd have my different C3PO suits.
You press like 2 keys on a piano.
And it would like assemble him like Iron Man.
Oh
It'd be awesome. That's how Anthony Daniels is.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you've heard.
You know him.
These are the rumors I've heard.
What do you call him personally as a nickname?
Oh, we just call each other Pip. So he's like,
what?
Hey, he's like,
hey, Pip.
Hey, Pip. And I'm like,
that was a good Anthony Daniels. He started off,
hey, Pip.
Hey, listen here, Pip. It's me, Anthony Daniels.
You never heard him use his Cockney voice?
Oh, I've heard him. He's done it the entire time.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like.
Almost spot on.
Hey, Pip.
Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. He said it first, so I just followed along. I thought I was scared. It was like an English thing. It was intimidation. You know.
You just get Pip.
Hey, Pip. I did like I thought maybe he would be offended if I did an accent to him.
He liked it.
But he liked it. He loved it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Anthony Daniels.
Hey, Pip.
Hey, it's me, Pip. And you're Pip. We're Pip.
That's how
we're the Pip boys.
We are one. We are
We're
Pip.
the Pip boys.
Would you like to read
Ding.
the final Twitter entry there about
hand
BB-8?
me.
Oh, sure. Just take it away.
It's got larger text. It helps me. And then I've got Brian Herring, who is the puppeteer for BB-8, is signing off as well. He said that his last day was February 1st. He says, today was a wrap on BB-8. The last 5 years have been an amazing ride. Thanks to J.J. Abrams, Kathleen, Neil, Team BB-8, especially Dave, and the entire cast and crew for the time of my life. Few people get to live the dream. Thank you. And he included some behind-the-scenes pictures of him, carting the BB-8 through the sand and stuff. And it looks real fun. I don't know if he actually does part of the noises and stuff for BB-8, but he had a microphone in one of the pictures. That might have been just like so he could hear direction.
Probably.
But I know that Bill Hader is one of the voice actors, but he does it among other people.
Yeah,
isn't that such an odd thing almost in a way?
It
that
is.
there's a voice actor for BB-8.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and in a way, why am I blanking on his name? Bill, the
Bill
sound
Burt?
engineer, not Bill Burr, the sound engineer for Ben Burt.
Ben Burt.
Ben Burt, excuse me. Ben Burt is in a way the voice actor for R2-D2 because he's the one that put all those sounds in the place where he thinks he should whistle or he thinks he should whir. So yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, so I think we might be getting more of these tweets, or at least some type of social media thing as time goes on. We saw John Boyega do the pictures several weeks ago
Yeah,
about his hands.
He's very present.
So at this point, I'm thinking people are going to start being more self-aware, and I think they might be encouraged to do so by, say, the studio to say,
Sure,
hey, say
yeah.
something, you rapped,
Yeah.
you can say something online. Just don't say, yeah, it was a great ride, and I won't be coming back because my character died. So
Well, they probably have to double check the stuff they send.
yeah,
Carl-
most likely.
Carl Weathers has been way more present on
Social media.
and so has a couple other people that have been. They had a surprise announcement that they're going to be returning.
Yeah.
So but Carl Weathers is going to be in The Mandalorian. We'll probably hear way more from him when there's going to be like actual things to share.
Right.
When John isn't giving them all away.
Yeah, good point.
So many people are like, "Oh man, I get to post a picture of me and Elon Musk. Oh God, people are going to think that's so cool." And then like they refresh Instagram, and John already did it. Oh, I took a picture with George and his wine. I can't wait to be the only one to post this. Oh, dang it, John.
Dang it, John.
I wonder what John does on set, if he's consistently taking pictures and just posting them. Is that what he does?
That's his thing.
Yeah, that's it. No direction at all. Everyone knows their jobs.
Well, he's the main producer of the show.
He doesn't have to do that either. Everyone just knows. He just
he's
let
got a
he,
guy who does
he
that.
said it very firmly and clearly on day one, and they just do it.
I take selfies. End of story.
Right. Hey, listen, I'm a billionaire. Don't tell anybody else. But I'm a billionaire. Yeah,
He just goes around handing money to people. Don't tell anyone where this came from.
yeah,
It's only $1.
do you guys have I'm going to look
For my
up
pizza place.
I'm going to look
It's
up
a coupon. It's not real dollars. It's like it looks like
Favreau
$1.
bucks.
It's
With his face on it.
Favreau bucks.
Okay, to end
A medium large pizza for $20.
medium, did you say medium
You
large?
said medium large.
Yeah, medium
It's
large.
in between medium and large.
Yeah, medium large.
Okay. Here, so to finish off this week's weekly news roundup, I'm going to ask you guys what you think Jon Favreau's net worth is. At the count of 3, say what you think it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
36.5 million.
30. Wow. Well, you 37, 36.5.
Yeah.
It's $60 million.
I win.
Dang it.
You-
You said 37?
I said 37.
You win, Johnny. You get
How
to
did
sit
you
in
guess
this chair now.
half a million more than what I
don't know.
What on earth?
we have molded minds, only
I
mine's
guess
slightly
so.
higher.
Yeah.
Yours was a long, you said it very cleanly and crisply. It was about this long. Johnny went 37 million.
I bet he changed it. He probably said 27 million.
I did say 27, but that immediately said 37.
Really?
No.
Anyway,
He's trying to gaslight me.
follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and give us a 5-star rating and a
Twitter.
review.
And Twitter, and on Facebook.
Did I say Twitter twice?
You said Twitter twice.
Give us a read and review on Twitter.
Yeah, also on Twitter. But I say it's the time to return this little guy. What do you think?
Oh, bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him back.
To Twitter.
Give us a 5-star rating or review on iTunes to become the Tiny King / Queen of the Tiny Chair of Tiny Victories. You can also give us a 5-star rating and a review on our Facebook page. But as it sits now, R2D2 is the Tiny King / Queen. If you give us a review, we'll read it on the show, and then we will place your comment and review on the throne, and you'll be the King / Queen.
Yeah, there you go.
It can't get better than that.
I mean, not
If
really.
it does, we won't tell you.
That's right.
We're doomed.